EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 or. Check 13. Blue draw Corkers. Hey, Sam off.
Check 4. Check.
Bam. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
80 weapons. Hey, Zoo.
Check 37.
Leo.
Crunch.
Get it.
Breeze now to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Bravo.
Hey, watch it. Shoot.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
49. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
132 fighter. Check. Fresno.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down, Chargers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
49 the mark.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Yep. 49, guys. Move. I got you, pop. Check 3. Hard. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch switch. Chance.
Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
46-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Double dog. That's the way. Alert flare.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yes. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Come on, Locke. We better now.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You ready?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 24.
Jet bomber.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Deep grip.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
6-6, pull it high.
He's time to win.
Ready?
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on third and long. Love under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
49, guys. Mike.
To throw is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he fields it cleanly. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Check. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Love. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the outside.
That's it. Big hit.
4 yards on the big guy. 2nd and 6 at the Saints.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that one will be accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, Alpha. Come on, D. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Love. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Love. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run it again with Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Slam, slam, slam.
61, matchbox lights. Go, go. Let's go, let's go. Get set.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Shit, shit, shit.
You draw quarters.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you
Look at me. Door, door. Spies, spies.
say it.
80 weapon. Right on.
Now Breeze. Caught here by Griffin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Show it up.
Hey, Haywood.
Breeze now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, high 7.
49 the mic. 49.
Now.
Let's go, let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, the orbit. Get it.
Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on.
Watch time. Tight end run.
A give. Eckler running to the right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Love. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready, 30 base.
March 49. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to
Ready?
Again, it's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Check. Hey, zoom. Switch. X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Ready? Right. Okay. Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
On 1st and 10. Love. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 72 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now a carry for Dillon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Love. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Greystone travel.
On play action. Now Breeze. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is Baldwin, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced a turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike.
Get it!
Here's Breeze to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Pull it high. Hey, Charlie. Go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Big trip.
Breeze now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
We got this.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey. Mike's 42.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
Watch out. Undercrush.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Watch safety creep.
Say, who draw Corkers? Gone. Look, squeeze.
Check.
Move.
Check 31. Slam.
Now.
Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Switch gears. Check three. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Twist. Watch twist.
Yeah, go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
49. Hurt. Watch the twist. Check nickel.
General West.
49's the mic.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Let's go. Let's do this.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Saints, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Foxtrot, foxtrot. Look out. 180. Alpha. X3, 218, chopper. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Look out. 180. What's that? Round 80. Half 10. Alert, alert, alert. Recon 132 fighter. What's that? Grade 19. Middle, 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 middle. Alert! Hey, seam 6, seam 6. That's it! Look out! 319! Greystone trap! What's that? Brown 80! What's that? 180! Subs! What's that? 180! Alert! Half 10. We'll go! Hey, home. Hey, tight. Hey, whoa! What's that? 180! 5 wide. What's that? 180! Alert! What's that? 180! Pilot, 64. What's that? 180! Look out! 180! Look out! 180! What's that? 180! What's that? 80! That's it! Grade 19! '56! Off 52. Hey, Echo! Look out! 180! Drop 52. Gun. Hey, Alpha. What's that? 319. Hey, tight. What's that? Brown 80. Regular. Golf. Alpha. What is that? On any. Allah, we'll go. 180. 22 jet bomber. Half. Buzz. What's that? Gun. Half 10. Hey, Haywood! What's that? Half. Alert! 6-6, bullet high. What's that? Half. What's that? Look out! Alert! Look out! What's that? What's that? What's that? Round 80! Middle. Look out! Grade 19! What's that? What's that? $319! Half 10. What is that? Brown 80! Half. We'll go! $180! Alert! What's that? What's that? Middle. What's that? What's that? Half 85. We'll go. Ready? Half 85, half, we'll go! Sub. What's that? What's that? Good shot! Round 80, we'll go! Green 19, what's that? What's that? Green 19! Alert! What is that? Brown 80! Top, we'll go! What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? We'll go! 5 wide, we'll go! What's that? Alert! What's that? What's that? 56, 56. That's it! Ready? Off 52. Look out! Hey, tight, tight, tight. That's it. Go. Round 80. Regular, 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 regular. Alert! Protein spill! Gun! What's that? Green 19! Half, 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 half. 61, matchbox lights. Where's that? Look out! Half, 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 half. Look out! Look out! .319! Middle. What's that? Brown 80! Alert! 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 What's that? What's that? Identity! Alpha! What's that? Monday. Look out! Half 10. Look out! Middle. What's that? That's it! Half 85. What's that? Look out! Sub. That's it! Alert! Blue draw corkers. What is that? Look out! 180! Hey, home! What's that? 180! 5 wide. What's that? Alert! '56, '56. What's that? What's that? 319! Go! 180! Off 52. What's that? 319! Hey, tight. What's that? Brown 80! What's that? Regular. What's that? Look out! Alert! 80 weapon. Look out! Gun. What's that? half. That's it! Wide 80! Half. Look out! Middle. That's it! Alert! What's that? What's that? Round 80! Alpha! We go! Grade 19! Monday! What's that? What's that? Half 10. What's that? 319! Middle. What's that? Brown 80! Half 85! What's that? Ready? Look out! Ready? Stop. Look out! Ready? Alert! General West! Hey, home! X3, 218, chopper! What's that? Go! Ready? Five wide. What's that? Look out!
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.